Hi, and welcome, compassionate souls. Today, we will be looking at what will be your love story with your future spouse. As you can see, I have laid out 3 cards in front of you. Please pick the group that resonates with you, and I will see you in your reading. So, what is your love story with your future spouse? Hi, lovely souls, Group 1. Welcome to your reading, and let me just say, this is going to be a powerful and heartfelt love story. The cards that came through for you paint a vivid picture of transformation, resilience, and a love that's both passionate and deep. Let's explore the story of you and your future spouse and what your journey together might look like. First up, we have the Queen of Wands upright, and wow, what a fiery, beautiful start. This card tells me that your future spouse is either someone with strong Queen of Wands energy, or this could even represent you, or the energy between you both. The Queen of Wands is confident, radiant, magnetic, and passionate. There's something truly captivating about this person. They're the kind of person who walks into a room and effortlessly draws people in, not because they're trying to impress anyone, but simply because they're being fully, unapologetically themselves. This is someone who's not afraid to go after what they want in life. They might be super creative, expressive, or passionate about their work or their hobbies. They're likely very inspiring to be around, and you'll find yourself constantly lit up by their energy. They'll encourage you to be bold, to step into your own power, and to embrace all the parts of yourself, even the ones you've tried to dim before. Your love story may begin with an instant spark. There's attraction here, no doubt, but it's more than physical. It's this warm, soul-level recognition. They see your light, and you see theirs. Next, we move to the 8 of Pentacles reversed. This is such a reassuring, grounded card to come after all that fire. This love story isn't just chemistry, it's also about effort, growth, and intention. Your future spouse will be someone who wants to show up for you. They'll put in the work to build something real, not just at the beginning when it's exciting, but consistently over time. This relationship will be a beautiful balance of passion and practicality. You'll build things together, whether that's a home, a future, shared goals, or personal dreams. You both might even be focused on your careers when you meet. This card shows that you'll respect each other's work ethic, and you'll support each other in becoming the best versions of yourselves. There's mutual encouragement here, a sense of, we rise together. Now, the Queen of Swords reversed adds a layer of emotional complexity to your love story. This might represent either you or your future spouse, or both of you at different times. It suggests that someone in this connection may have gone through emotional pain in the past. They might have learned to keep their guard up, or they may struggle to express vulnerability, especially when emotions run high. If this is you, it could be that past relationships taught you to be overly cautious with your heart. Maybe you've been hurt before, misunderstood, or felt like you had to protect yourself by not getting too close. If this is your future spouse, they may come across as strong and composed on the outside, but inside, they may have wounds they're still learning to heal. But here's the beautiful part. This relationship will gently help you, or both of you, to soften again, to open up, to trust. It won't be forced or rushed. It'll happen naturally, through quiet moments of connection and understanding. You'll teach each other how to feel safe being emotionally honest. And that's such a beautiful gift. The 10 of Swords upright is next, and yes, this card can look intense. But in the context of your love story, it actually shows the strength of the journey. One or both of you may meet after going through something deeply painful. This could be a betrayal, a heartbreak, a major life shift, or even a personal loss. It represents a chapter of your life that needed to end in order to make space for something better. It's possible that you'll meet your future spouse when you're rebuilding, when you've let go of old patterns or people who weren't meant for you. And your love story won't be about fixing each other. It will be about witnessing each other in your wholeness, with the past, the scars, and all the strength you've gained along the way. You'll feel like you can finally rest, like you've arrived at a place where you're not just accepted, you're deeply understood. And finally, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card shows that your love story may look different than what other people expect, and that's a good thing. You and your future spouse might create a life that's unconventional or unique in some way. Maybe you choose not to follow traditional timelines. Maybe you build your own version of family or prioritize freedom and adventure over settling down in a specific way. This doesn't mean the relationship is unstable, quite the opposite. It just means you both value living on your own terms. You'll define success by your shared values, not society's checklist. Your home will be a space filled with love, laughter, and authenticity, even if it doesn't look like a picture-perfect postcard. So let's put it all together. Your love story is one of rising from the ashes, of learning to trust again, of recognizing the spark in each other and choosing, every day, to fan that flame. It's a love that honors the past but doesn't stay stuck in it. A love that says, I see your strength, your softness, your story, and I choose you anyway. You and your future spouse will grow together, not because you're broken or incomplete, but because love, at its best, helps us become even more of who we are. There will be passion. There will be effort. There may be healing. And most of all, there will be truth, the kind of truth that lets your soul breathe. You deserve this kind of love. And it's closer than you think. If this message resonated with you, I'd love it if you left a like, shared this reading with someone who might enjoy it, and subscribed for more heart-centered guidance. Thank you so much for being here. I'm truly grateful. So, what is your love story with your future spouse? Hi, beautiful souls group 2. Welcome to your reading, and oh my goodness, what a soulful and transformative love story you have ahead of you. The cards you received are incredibly powerful, and they paint the picture of a love story that's not only deep and meaningful, but also emotionally rich, spiritual, and full of growth. Let's dive into the journey between you and your future spouse. We begin with the Seven of Cups reversed, and this tells me that either you or your future spouse, or possibly both, will be coming out of a period of emotional confusion when your paths finally align. In the past, one or both of you may have felt overwhelmed by choices, distractions, or uncertainty when it came to love, commitment, or life direction. There may have been a time where the idea of a lasting relationship felt cloudy, like nothing was really sticking or truly aligned. But here's the thing, that confusion clears before the two of you meet. This love story begins when clarity steps in. One of you, or both, will suddenly know what you truly want. You'll feel emotionally grounded and ready to choose something real. This connection won't feel like a fantasy or just another option. It will feel like certainty, and that's incredibly powerful. Next, we have Death upright, and don't worry. This card is one of the most transformative in the entire tarot deck. It's not about physical death. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you so that something new, beautiful, and deeply aligned can be born. Your love story will begin either after or during a major life transformation. This could be an ending, like a breakup, a move, a job change, or even a deep internal shift. You or your future spouse may go through a major period of personal growth or spiritual awakening. You'll meet at a time when one or both of you have outgrown your old lives and are stepping into a new chapter. This relationship is part of that new beginning, a powerful, soulful, healing kind of love that helps you move forward into the life you're meant to live. Then we have the Hanged Man upright, which is such a fascinating and gentle energy. This tells me your love story is not going to be rushed, and that's actually a good thing. It may begin slowly, or at a time when one of you feels like life is paused. But what's really happening is a divine redirection. This card often shows up when you're meant to look at life differently, to see things from a new angle. So your connection may challenge your usual patterns. Maybe your future spouse is different from your type. Maybe the timing isn't what you expected. Or maybe this relationship will help you understand love and yourself in a completely new way. And while it may not move quickly, it will feel right. There's a spiritual trust here. This connection will teach you patience, surrender, and how to flow with divine timing. And once things start moving, they'll feel beautifully aligned. Next, we have the Page of Swords upright. This tells me that curiosity, communication, and intellectual connection will be at the heart of this relationship. You and your future spouse will love talking to each other, learning from one another, sharing ideas, exploring your thoughts and dreams. There will be lots of playful conversations, late-night chats, and maybe even some banter or teasing. One of you might be a little more cautious or analytical at the beginning, kind of keeping an eye on things before fully jumping in. That's okay. This relationship will feel mentally stimulating and emotionally refreshing. You'll feel safe expressing your thoughts and asking deep questions. You'll be best friends as well as romantic partners, and that's such a gift. And finally, we have the King of Pentacles upright, and wow, what a beautiful energy to close your reading with. This card shows that your love story is leading to something incredibly stable, grounded, and long-term. Your future spouse is likely someone dependable, loyal, hardworking, and maybe even a bit traditional when it comes to love. They'll want to build a solid foundation with you, one that's based on trust, consistency, and care. They won't play games. They'll show up for you with a steady, loving energy. They may be financially stable or working toward long-term goals. They care about providing, not just materially, but emotionally. They're someone you can count on, the kind of person who keeps their promises and follows through. So, let's bring this all together. Group 2, your love story with your future spouse is a journey from confusion to clarity. From endings to beautiful new beginnings. From stillness and reflection to deep connection and growth. This is the kind of love that feels like a divine pause before the magic begins. A relationship built on real conversations, mutual respect, and shared dreams. It might not follow the fastest or most expected path, but that's what makes it so special. You'll fall in love with each other's minds. You'll support each other through transformation. You'll grow not just as lovers, but as individuals, and in the process, you'll build something incredibly real and lasting. This is a love that's steady, mature, supportive, and full of soul. And the best part? It's a love that arrives right when you're ready for it, even if you don't realize it at first. So trust the journey. Let go of what no longer serves you. And keep your heart open, because something truly beautiful is on its way. If this reading felt aligned with your heart or gave you clarity, feel free to give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to stay connected. I'm so happy you joined me today. Thank you for your energy. So, what is your love story with your future spouse? Hello to everyone who chose Group 3. If you felt drawn to this group, your love story is definitely one filled with deep emotions, growth, and a journey toward authentic connection. It's romantic, a little intense at times, and so worth the wait. Let's take a gentle walk through your love story with your future spouse, step by step, card by card. Let's begin with your first card, the Lover's Upright. This is a big one, a beautiful sign that your connection with your future spouse will be rooted in soul-level chemistry and mutual understanding. The Lover's card is about deep love, but also about meaningful choice. Your love story may start with a moment of clarity, a moment where either you or your future spouse realize, this is someone I could truly choose. This is someone I want to grow with. There's a strong feeling here that when you meet this person, it may feel like destiny, almost like you've known them before. There's instant magnetism, a natural ease in being around them, and a sense that your heart remembers them, even if your mind can't explain it. It's like your souls recognize each other. But the lovers also reminds us that deep love doesn't always come without effort. There will be moments where you'll need to choose this connection, especially when things aren't perfect. You and your future spouse might be faced with external distractions or personal fears, but love will call both of you to return to each other, again and again. This love grows stronger with intention, trust, and emotional honesty. Next, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. This card brings a different kind of energy into the mix. It tells us that the start of your love story may be a little rocky or unbalanced. Maybe one of you jumps in quickly, while the other hesitates. There could be mixed signals, rushed decisions, or even temporary distance. This could also mean that one of you or both of you are used to going through life at full speed, always in motion, always thinking ahead. But love, especially this kind of love, asks for presence. The reverse Knight of Swords is a gentle reminder that slowing down and communicating clearly is essential. Your love story becomes stronger when you take time to really understand each other, not just with words, but with intention and care. Then we move to the Hermit reversed. This card is so tender. It shows that either you or your future spouse may have gone through a period of deep solitude before this relationship begins. Maybe there was heartbreak in the past, or a time of feeling emotionally lost. Maybe one of you was healing, soul-searching, or learning how to be okay alone. The Hermit reversed is the moment when that solitude begins to lift. Your connection will feel like a soft light returning after a long stretch of darkness. Meeting this person may feel like a return to life, to love, to laughter. You might even think, where have you been all this time? And the answer is, you are both becoming the people you needed to be before this love could blossom. You'll both feel grateful that you took time to grow before meeting. Because even though this love will feel magical, it's also real, grounded, rooted in mutual understanding and shared experience. This is the kind of relationship that makes you feel less alone, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Now, we come to the Five of Wands upright, and this card brings in a bit of tension, but not in a bad way. The Five of Wands shows that your relationship may go through moments of disagreement, competition, or emotional friction. You and your future spouse might have strong personalities, different communication styles, or very different upbringings or belief systems. There may be times where your ideas clash, or where misunderstandings create little waves. But here's the beautiful part. Underneath all of that is love, passion, respect. The conflict in this connection isn't about tearing each other down. It's about learning how to build something together. Your love story teaches both of you how to navigate conflict in healthy ways, how to truly listen, how to support one another without losing your individuality, and how to turn tension into deeper understanding. Your disagreements become stepping stones to intimacy. And with each one, your bond deepens. And finally, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. This is the card of emotional vulnerability and sometimes emotional avoidance. One or both of you might struggle to fully open your heart at first. Maybe there's fear of getting hurt again. Maybe one of you has been emotionally let down in the past, and now the walls are a little higher than you'd like. There may be moments where one of you feels deeply, but doesn't know how to express it, or where you worry your love isn't being received in the way you intended. This card speaks to the quiet insecurities we all carry, especially when we care so deeply. But this relationship, it's a safe space. A place where you'll both learn that you don't have to perform love. You just have to be present in it. You'll be gently teaching each other that it's okay to feel, to cry, to stumble, and to be vulnerable. Over time, the reverse Knight of Cups turns upright, which means your love story transforms into a beautifully expressive and emotionally fulfilling connection. So, to bring everything together, Group 3, your love story with your future spouse is powerful, soulful, and emotionally transformative. It's not a fairy tale. It's even better. It's real, and it's honest. You'll feel a sense of destiny when you meet them, like you're being drawn together by something bigger than coincidence. But you'll also face some challenges along the way, moments of impatience, hesitation, emotional walls, and passionate disagreements. But at the heart of it all is deep love, a love that invites you both to become the most honest and open versions of yourselves. A love that grows slowly, steadily, and beautifully over time. Your future spouse is someone who sees you, not just the version you show the world, but the one you keep hidden. And you'll do the same for them. This love teaches you how to let go of fear, how to speak your truth, and how to stay, even when things get a little tough. So, if you've been waiting for a love story that's real and romantic, soulful and passionate, your future is holding something very special. And it's coming when the time is just right. Your love story is on its way. Keep your heart open. If this message touched your soul or brought you some light, please leave a like, share it with others who may need it, and subscribe for more readings like this. I appreciate you more than you know.